Hello world, I'm Carp, and welcome back to Book of Hours, where at this point we have almost read 3 books for some 3 memories. So let's get these memories, because what we're going to do with these memories is to increase our Edicts Martial. So we have 1 Edicts Martial over here, and we have the we have the Memory of Fear, we have the Memory of Contradiction, we have a Confounding Parable, and we have Memory of Salt. So we just need a little bit of effort, and there's a lot of effort we can put, like several effort things we can put in here. So that's going to increase our martial edicts even further. And now, as you can see, I have 4 of these things come from books. Just from straight up books. We still have Hail here. We still have Old Wound here. We know how to get an Old Wound. And we have Hail, so we can use the other edicts, but just read the same books we've read and use this last lesson with the Hail to increase our Edicts Martial even further. So honestly, once you figure out a good amount of certain books, life just becomes very easy suddenly. So our Edicts Martial is now at 5 and 6. So the things we want for it are Edge or Moon. Well, these here are things that have Edge. These here are things that have Moon. So I have a total of 5 books that I can now read. Well, I just put this understanding here, and well, wait, 5? Yeah, 5. And that's, I don't even need to use the Hail or the Old Wound. So if I had another lesson, we could increase it like 1 more time, like after that. So it's actually no, 2 more times, because we know how to make an Old Wound. Yeah, so well, upgrading skills once you actually learn how to do it is pretty simple. One thing I'm now wondering though is, what did I even find from? Oh, it was the Fear from the Leonine Tantra. Yes, Fear. One of you had, it was the 7th voice. Actually, we have 6 things here, because none of these gives the thing that a 7th voice does. It also has Moon. Yep, upgrading things. It's quite simple once you learn, like, find the correct books. Okay, we'll use Whist here. We'll read that Leonine Tantra. Right, gotta remember what is the skill that I require for this, or the soul part. So, Ereb or Metal. Okay, gotta say Ereb or Metal. Over here, like, doesn't really... Actually, I feel like these are the things that go better on this side of the world. So that, and we are going to read Dehore's book 2. We are going to... How many things did I require? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We are going to read the 7th voice, which is not her shaft. We're gonna grab 2 of these books. Yeah, 2 of these books, and go on this side to read them. So we need a soul. Yeah, we'll put health in there, read that, and put some chore in there and read that. And it's gonna take a while to read all of those things. But before that, our fattening of the fat is actually done. And okay, so this was Nyctodrummy. Yeah, it would be kind of fun, another Nyctodrummy thing. Then we could fatten our fat again. Then didn't we? Didn't we use this thing to fatten our fat the first time? Yeah, because fat is also a row skill. Right. Okay, books read, so memories gained. We got here the Confounding Parable. We got from here the Intuition. We get from here the Salt. We get from here the Fear. And we get from the last table the Contradiction. So now, with those things and the Edicts Martial, put the Edicts Martial there, the lessons of the Edicts Martial over there, and then all of these memories. And yeah, still didn't use the Hail or the Old Wound. Woo. Okay, yeah. Yeah, once you actually learn things, suddenly they are easy. Isn't that how life just goes all the time? Okay, so now our edicts marshal is 6 and 7. So, Moon and Edge books are suddenly quite easy to solve, and we probably don't have any Moon or Edge books. Well, that's an Edge 12. Okay, Edge 12 is still kind of far away. But also I gotta remember to put down these books over here. And yeah, one thing to remember is, so here we have the parable. What is the conundrum? The conniving parable? What is it called? The confounding parable. Yeah, the confounding parable from this, which is also a Moon book. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books here, and we can use to upgrade the Edict's Marshal, which is enough for our next level. And we have the old one, so that's enough for the next 2 levels, really. So this is, as soon as we just get lessons that we can use to upgrade it, this is quite done. And I'm pretty sure there's at least one more Moon memory that I'm just not remembering right now. Didn't pay that much attention to while I was gathering this. To my notes, or like I wasn't paying that much attention to my notes while I was gathering these between the episodes there. But with that, I think it's time to try and yeah. Cause wait, do we have any books that we could maybe try and open? Like if we have 6s. No, just 8 or higher at this moment. I haven't put them in any other place. No, you are all... Yeah, you've all been red. Well, 8 Forge might be doable. No, we get our metal fatigue. Probably not. It's like... Yeah, 3 is our highest anyways. So we can get to 5 and 7... Yeah, we can get 7 with memories. Nope, that doesn't... Okay, it doesn't seem like that's the kind of thing we want to be doing today. So actually, I think today, since it's already dusk, we're just gonna wait until morning. And then we're gonna think about who we're gonna go get. And we're gonna open up some new rooms. Or a new room. Okay, Daybreak in Oriflammes is selling us the Ivory Book. It is written in Fusign, which we do not speak. So I do not think I want to buy that. Now what I was thinking about though is there is this room that is Heart 5. We have Heart 2 in our chore. Now the question is, is there any other way of getting Mrs. Kelly out than our chore? Our Ereb. Okay, yeah, so we'll get Mrs. Kelly out with the Reb. We need to get a memory of Heart 2. Was there such a memory? Of course there's the memory of the storm. Right, that is Heart 2. I should have remembered that. So, the memory of a storm we get from DMCV. So let's go read DMCV and we'll use our Trist Soul there. Start with that. Oh! It's a stormy day today, so I wouldn't even have to get that memory. But so nope, no. I was thinking, does this change anything? That it's nope, it doesn't change anything. Only thing I forgot to put the money in again. God damn it. Okay, well now she is out. We will talk to her about this horrifying storm that is going on. And now she will be at Heart 5, and we already checked this book, yes. So with Heart 5, we can open up this room, right? That's what we were after. Yep. So Mrs. Kelly, would you please just open that door for me? Thank you. Okay, and something happened at this table. What was that? Oh, right, I was reading the book to get the memory of the storm, but we don't need it anymore. Actually, if we were to go and grab her again today, okay, that's 6. Are there any other 5s left in here? Cause if there are, okay, there is a 5 of Heart. Like we could just, with that memory, and by talking to her with our chore, we could just. Do we have our Ereb? Yeah, we still have our rep. Okay, we'll see if we can get her another time for today, or is there something like a daily limit to getting the people in here. Okay, so what did we open up here? This is the examination room. Henrik the Wolf evicted the family of the healer Nectan from the Barber's Tower, as it was then called. I have rooted out the Barber's brood, he is recorded to have gloated. But his great-great-grandson Gideon, the motley baron, for his brindled hair, restored the tower and made it a place of healing again. Of course, the equipment in this room dates from the current century, but Gideon's other nickname was the Cutter. It was rumored that he bought corpses for dissection, even that he was a vivisectionist. The latter was probably a slander, but one way or another, scholars have been cutting up corpses in here for a very long time. So wait, let's see. So this is Gideon, great-great-grandson. Which we already knew that Gideon was the fifth. Oh, damn, I thought we might have gotten some new information from here, but nope. Okay, let's see. What do we have in this room, actually? Well, there is a necropsy table. A hygienic place for scrupulous examination of whatever might remain. Can't use it to upgrade any skills, though, or soul parts. Okay, it requires a carcass tool, material, or remains. Okay, wait. See, there are some remains here. Heart in a jar, an offering or an exhibit. So we put that in there. There's potential here. Start by adding a solo card. If we add... just trying to see what we can get in here. Weaving and not working. Craft prohibite. Not all knots are physical. I can brew an ink which ties naming to the named. Okay. I mean... honestly, I just kind of want to figure out... oh, I don't now even have another heart 3. What about heart 1, heart 2? Any heart, anything? Okay. Well, the recipes, they're going to elude me for a while, I think. Well, except some recipes I already know, which are quite useful. Like the old wound, for instance. Okay, we got a couple of books here, so let's grab them with us and check. So we had here, Heart in a Jar, an offering or an exhibition. Heart 2, Winter Remains. We have Essential Periost. What happens when you boil and scrape us down to other fundamentals? Moon 2, Nectar 4, Scale 4, Winter 4 also remains. We got Phosphorescent Scrapings, which are also remains, rendered iron inert, but still luminous. Got some Moon, got some Nectar. And then we have a Serpentine Slab, the grey-green root rock of the Cornish coast, which is Knock and Scale. And is there anything else in this room that we're interested in? No. Okay, so only the books. The books we can just put and have cataloged in these desks. They will just come up to me from that. Okay, yeah, we'll use our health here. And we'll use our tryst here. Get those papers. We're gonna go and see if we can get Mrs. Killy out again. Do we have enough money? Well, we have a crown, so that should be enough. Okay, Mrs. Killy, we're gonna get you out with a reb. Give you that crown, or, you know, the amount of money that you need to take from that crown. Okay, get you in here. Talk to you about the chore, so you'll get to 3. And then after that, we'll talk to you about the memory of the storm. I mean, the storm is going on at this moment, but I will still talk about the memory of it rather than the actual storm, because we already talked to you about the actual storm. Okay, heard noises again. What is happening? All right, catalog some books. So what do we got here? We got the Twin Serpent Tantra. Just before the outbreak of the Great War, Alexander Sparrow, almost certainly a pseudonym, published leaflets claiming the influence of snake princes on world affairs. The text called the Twin Serpent Tantra was his primary inspiration. Grab that. Get the other books. So what do we have here? Just Verse. A rare surviving copy of Christopher Illoplis' notoriously unsuccessful volume of experimental poetry published in 1912. Okay. So some good books there, and now I am once again completely forgotten what I was actually doing. Okay, so I was talking to you. Yes. Right, we were trying to get that door open. You know what? Before we do that, let's just put this books where they belong here on the easy shelf. You're not quite as easy. And then again, let's so this is, oh, that's Rose. Well, our Fet is Rose 3. And I was like, well, we gotta have a Rose 2 somewhere. Do we? Do we even have a Rose 2 somewhere? Oh, so many, way too many skills. I think I'm gonna burn some of our skills or something. I don't know, because the automated sorting sorts them in alphabetical order, and I'd kind of like to sort them in a way that the things that I want are up high, and that if I still press the automatic sort, it would still do that. But that's a thing that's like, that's a system that's kind of hard to implement. But yeah, so the book of, it was a book of Rose. Oh no, that's the knock book. Go on to 8th level. Book of Rose. Oh, please go where I tell you to go. And we don't have non-fat Fet, so we can't even figure out if we have just like Rose 1 skills or Rose 2 skills. No, so gotta actually go clicking. Okay, we got a Rose 2 skill. Preliminary meter. Pearl and Tide is Rose 2, and Sandstorm is Rose 2. Okay, we have a lot of Rose 2 actually. So we get to Rose 5. So we just need a memory of Rose, and I know there are memories of Rose. Like for instance, the memory of Gossip. Kind of weird to find memories of Gossip from books, but I know that there is at least one book that we can find that memory from. And it is 3 Flowers Have the Tree, which is one of the Nectar books. 3 Flowers Have the Tree. Yeah, we'll grab that. It'll give us just a reminder of how good my memory is. I've already forgotten what is the aspect that we're looking for. Rose! Rose! It's Rose. Rose is the aspect, yeah. So we'll read that, and we'll get things done. Okay, so you are now at 5. Did we have... Okay, nothing happened in the world outside. There's just a lot of sounds going on. Okay, you help me unlock the ruinous hall here. Okay, there's a memory of Gossip, and that is a Rose 2. So let's put you up here for now. Actually, let's put you... Oh, yeah, we'll put you up here. I'll figure out if there's like a real reason to put them in any particular order at some later point, but right now I'll just put the all on a new level if I can remember them. Okay, so what did we find? Servants' Hall. Hendrik de Wolf, 1st Baron Brankrug, was granted Hush House after the dissolution of St. Brandon's by Old Coppernose, King Henry VIII. In an act of unusual generosity for that tight-fisted king, the grant came with the title of Baron and writs sicut regale, like a king, the quasi-independence traditionally accorded to martial lords. Hendrik was clearly determined to live as befitted his new rank, and he expanded the house accordingly to support sufficient staff. So, what on earth do we have here? Oh, we have a pigeon statuette, a beautifully enameled little image. The maker's mark is AW. It's got a little bit of sky in it. We have ourselves a loom, and there the golden threads they wove, and in the moon's house fast they tied them, from the lay of Helgi Hundingsbane. Seems to be just a challenge thing where you can do things. Okay, we have an inscribed clock, a gift from Sir David Green to a favored retainer, a little bit of winter. We have a slim parcel here, carefully wrapped in brown paper, and a contraband flotsam, salt-stained and wave-racked. We have some misshapen fruit, salvaged windfalls, lumpy but tasty, give a little bit of heart, moth, or nectar. We have warmly colored yarns. Okay, one thing I immediately want to check out. Can I put... Yes, I can put yarns in here. Okay. We have Midnight Mark, a blemish left on a page or a skin by careful incision, or a judicious sting. Preserve a little of the power of night. So that's Moon 2, Moth 1, and this here is a piano. A gift from Kitty Mazarine, who would sometimes pop by of an evening to sing, but her successor Solomon, never one for music, disliked the way its notes would drift up the stairs to the reading room, and forbade the staff to play their piano before sunset. Okay, we have these parcels here, so we can consider them. Let's consider them, probably doesn't matter what we consider them. Crack open the container, delight in your discovery. Okay, so we found some ruby-wise ruin from that parcel. And now I'm thinking, what happened? Did I just not read this? Oh no, I didn't even start reading this. I got the memory, but I didn't start reading the book. Yeah, let's do that before it gets too late. So we'll read just this with the memory of gossip, the soul of fat, and the edict's liminal, I think, had no. What had the rose? Was it Sand Stories? Well, Sand Stories has some rose, yeah. Let's put that in there so that book will have been read. Which book even was it? It was Just Verses, yeah. Okay, Christopher Elapoulis poetry, published in 1912. Okay, book read. Elapoulis is clearly more interested in the occult than the aesthetic aspects of the work. By most measures, the rhymes are contrived, the meter inconsistent, the imagery banal. Still, even the worst verses have a compelling quality, and I find myself drumming my figures on the desk to accompany their rhythms. In an afterword, Elapoulis discusses mnemonic holometably. Did I move my mouse? I probably must have. Discusses mnemonic holometably, by which he seems to mean a sort of crafting process where memories, when fed into a preliminal meter technique in the presence of enough knock or rose, can blossom and fissure into more potent versions of themselves. Sort of process where memories, when fed into a preliminal meter technique in the presence of enough knock or rose. Well, we have preliminal meter, do we not? We have knock or rose. This is probably, yeah, those are the aspects of this skill. Okay. So we get a memory of a pattern and a lesson on preliminal meter. Okay, now. Okay, there is. So if we have preliminal meter, and we put the memory of a pattern in there, and we put some of our shapt in there. Secret threshold. Employ a complex round of rhymes to establish a new threshold. Preliminal meter with apprentice level creates secret threshold. Well, let's create a secret threshold. Did I do this already at some point? Might have. That was like actual useful information from a book. And that gave us the memory of pattern, right? Where did I put that book? Oh, it's there behind the timer, right? And we'll put you there for now. So pattern was knock. Okay, we'll put you over here for now. We crafted the secret threshold, which is a knock 2 rose 1 memory. The old wound is a persistent memory. I was kind of hoping that this would have been a persistent memory as well, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, Gale is a lot of winter, or not winter, a lot of heart or sky. Do we have any sky or heart books here that we might want to read? We haven't found a record player. This didn't play records, and there wasn't a record player somewhere here. No. Yep, this does not take non-film things in it. I'm just thinking that maybe we've seen one somewhere, but probably not then. Okay, so let's instead focus on upgrading things with the new lesson that we learned. Or, I mean, we could perhaps try upgrading things with this as well. Because So this is a moon lesson, so we can actually upgrade our edicts marshal. No, you know what? Let's just check out the... Okay, so the books we have here. Do we have any shared? Okay, the only shared we have here is Grail. And our Grail is Desires and Dissolutions, right? Or Leaves and Thorns. Okay, can we upgrade either one of them with either one of the lessons we have here? Okay, we could upgrade Desires and Dissolutions with this. That's just moon stuff. So moon stuff is easy to get. Yeah, okay, let's upgrade that. So moon stuff was over on this side. Now, I also want to figure out what we're gonna use this to upgrade, or what we're gonna upgrade with this, so... Rose or knock? Rose, knock, rose, knock. So our highest rose is preliminary meter, which is also knock. Right, and our highest... Okay, door and wall is our highest, second highest knock, but that's forge. We don't have forge in... Well, we have a lot of... Well, we have forge in Mandaic. That's probably gonna be our forge way. Because I'm trying to figure out... So if... Okay, maybe we'll just upgrade the preliminary meter then. That requires 2 things of rose or knock. So that's rose and that's knock. Okay, so we're gonna read both of those books for that. So in here, get that post in here. Right, that is... Okay, the preliminary meter, yes. Rose and knock was from the book we just read. Right, because that gave us a pattern, and pattern was knock. Okay, and the thing I need to read to upgrade this is any moon thing, and these were moon things we got from this, right? I think so. Well, I know that the 7th void give us the whatever it is called, the confounding parable, that at least has moon. So we'll use that, because that one I am certain of. Okay, books read. Memory here, please. Memory here, please. And memory here, please. So, we'll go with the preliminary meter first. Upgrade that with that, and can we use the gale there? No. That. So, why did I take the... Okay, because I need... Right, that's for this, right. Right. Okay, put the fet in there. Start reading that. Okay, and with that upgraded... Yeah, then we're just gonna upgrade some more stuff. I was like, we're gonna do something, but no, we were just basic upgrade stuff is what we're doing here. Do you go there? You go there. Okay, start that. And that's upgraded now, which also now, remember, I think we left another package. Yeah, we left another package in here, so let's open that. We'll use our metal for that for now. And I don't think there was anything else in this room that was really important. No. Okay, so thinking that we want to open more doors. Heart 6 Moth. Okay, this was Heart 2 Moth. Okay, Grail 4. Do we have any Grail rooms that need opening? That's not a Grail room. 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 That is a Grail room. A Grail 7. But she is a Grail 2. Right, that's what she was. The Mrs. Killy, who is the one I'm talking about, she was a 2 Grail. And this gives 4 Grail, and if we talk, we are at 7 Grail. Okay, what about this? So Grail is doable. Okay, Forge 2 or Forge 6 also very doable. Heart 6, Moth 6, Forge 6. Okay, you know what? We got a couple of easy Forge 6. Oh, but we need money for Forge 6. No, we don't, because we're Denzel's friend. I'm messing up the games in my head because I've been playing another game on my laptop. And, well, I mean, the same game, this game, but different save. And yeah, I've done things a little bit differently there, so some things are a little bit different in my mind. Okay, we're gonna talk to you about metal. And then I'm just like, yeah, we probably should have done this. Like, it's already dusk. We should have waited till morning before we started doing any of this stuff. And we also need to get a memory of foresight. So I need a book that gives me a memory of foresight. And into the Maliary over here is going to have the memory I need. So let's put it in our inventory first, then let's put it in this desk. We'll use Trist. Yeah, I'm guessing there's no... Okay, it's already dusk. There's no way we're gonna be able to get Denzel to be good enough for, well, for today. Lost packages. Wait, did I opened the packages and they just gave me more packages. Okay. Yep, well, sometimes that is how life goes. So we have the memory of foresight here, not hindsight, foresight. So that is Forge over there. Yeah, I need to figure out, like, a sensible way in the order for which the things go, and then I can just be aware of whatever is on whatever shelf. That's gonna take a while, and yeah, I'm very certain that if we now talk... It's late another time. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna have to wait until morning, so let's just go hang outside his house, because that's kind of what we... You know, no, before we do that, let's just make absolutely sure that we are reading the book again, so we can get that memory of hindsight again immediately, so that we don't have to wait for it at all. I'm pretty sure it takes 60 seconds. It is already night, so that should be good. We'll go hang around. Also, what I realized at some point, there is a location over here. A walk on the moor. Clamber up in the long reaches of the moors behind the village. Lean into the wind's fluttering fist. If I know what to look for, I might find something among the rocks. So if we had the right skills, we could maybe find something from here. Preliminary meter. Effort. Well, we don't seem to have effort. That would add either one of the powers that go over 5. But then again, I don't know if that's even required here. I don't know how these spots works. That's basically the same thing, seems to be, as the sands here. Just get random stuff. Of course, there's no such thing as true random in games. Everything is something from something, you know? What I mean by that is, like, it is from a list of... So we found some Dawnline coffee, and I completely forgot to talk to Denzel. Coffee from beyond the deserts. Forge, lantern, rose. It is brewable, it is material, it is a thing. Yeah, let's talk to Denzel so we'll actually get him out. Yeah, so in games, like, even if if we get random stuff from here, like, it would be absolutely random, say, like, no matter what we put in this, we'd just get something from a random set of things. That would still be a random set of things. It wouldn't be an actual, completely random things. We would find something from a set made by someone and would pick things from that randomly. It wouldn't still, that isn't completely random. Like, if we could get, like, what I mean here, okay, just think about it, because randomness is a concept I've thought about a lot in my life. If this was truly random, we could get things from here that are not in the game, right? That would be truly random. Like, we could get things from other games, things from real life or something like that. That would be truly, truly, truly random. Randomization is usually always within a subset of randomization, and someone usually has always defined that subset. Therefore, it is no longer fully random, because there is a defined subset that we are working with. Okay, Denzel. So, we need to talk to you about, yeah, our metal. And then we need to get to this table that has the memory of hindsight. We need to talk to you about that afterwards. The Twin Serpent Tantra. We can get to Knock 6 quite easily, and we know the pattern that we get from Christopher Illapoli is the only thing we need here. Okay, you can't use Triss there. Put some Wisp in there then. So we're going to be able to open up that Knock book. But first we're going to have to talk with Denzel a little bit more about just foresight, but being careful and, you know, thinking things through, having plans, which usually makes things a little bit easier. So there is the memory of a pattern. With that memory of the pattern, we can then read this book, which is this the Twin Serpent Tantra? Okay, we put our Shapt in there, we put the preliminal meter in there, and we put the memory of a pattern in there, and that is mastered. Nice. And Denzel is coming out right now, so we're going to have him open the ruined kitchen for us. Unlock. And basically, as soon as we open these two more rooms, I think we're in the same spot there where I'm in my other game, which might stay on a hiatus for a little while now, because I get... now, the thing why I'm playing two games is because I get to play about 3 hours a day of this game when I'm recording, because I just don't have the endurance in my vocal cords to talk for maybe more than 4 hours a day. And last time I tried to record for 4 hours, the last hour wasn't quite as good as the other hours before. So I'm thinking like 3 hours is the max. And then it takes me, you know, 1.5 times that to edit the videos. And then it takes me a while to then render the videos. Which basically I can render maybe one video a day, because I usually render when I'm sleeping. I'm using old software, so that's part of the problem. But yeah, it doesn't like I can't get to play this quite as much as I would like to just for the this Let's Play that I'm doing. So that's why I'm playing another game on the side. But I'd still want all like the finding and all the new stuff to be in this version first, but we'll have to see in the future. So what even was this? This was the kitchen. King's Luck Pie, a beef pie with pears and cinnamon and secret ingredients, is the traditional dish of the house. It was first cooked, they say, for King Henry, when in great secrecy on St. Parent's Day he came to Cornwall seeking the king's metal, tin to restore his alloy. It probably didn't happen, but the pie did. Right. So we have here Schloss Jannings, a bottle, a dry aromatic white wine, some edge, some heart, some scale. Okay, we have Lambic Brocellin, distilled from apples in the oldest forest of the western continent, some grail, some nectar. We have Dandelion Wine, homemade flower wine with some lantern and some nectar. Also, this is something... Okay, so here we can serve. Nice. We have kitchen bowls here. They are a tool. Okay, can we use tools with this thing, for instance? No. Funny. We have a tool that is clearly a kitchen tool, but we can't use it with the kitchen things. Okay, what is this? Honey, the blood of the hour called malachite. Also and furthermore wonderful on toast. Yeah, cuckoo honey. The Blomberend were rogues and trickster heroes among the Carpist kinds. Ingenious, brave, prolific, untrustworthy. In Numa, their children might yet bring their gifts to ordinary hives. Okay, we got some Labitic tincture. I think we made some of this earlier. A much more potent preparation can be extracted from the remains of a labite, but labites generally frown on this technique. We get some C&H second flush Psalm. I think this is the tea we had in our starting house as well. We got some pickled mushrooms. You'll learn to like them. We have a hen's egg. Delicious when cooked, alarming when dropped. Can we just cook it? There's potential here. Start by adding a soul card. Well, what if I just add... Can't just cook the egg. Come on, I just want to cook the egg. Do we have any cooking skills? What would be? Leaves and thorns? There's potential here. For apprentice level nectar recipe, provide 5 nectar. Do we have an extra memory today? Nope. Okay. Right, we still have Isle water from Brancrack's Deep Springs. This got some heart, some moon, some winter, and a bunch of grapes, some nectar, and it is a thing. Okay, okay, okay. Now, did any of that help us in any way? Well, there was some edible stuff there, so that did. That, you know, edible things always help. They make things easier. But yeah, I kind of want to open this tower. So, Heart 6, Moth 6. What time of the year it is? It is winter. Winter is the fisherman's time. The fisherman is... Is this guy 2 moon 1 or the other way around? He's 2 moon 1 sky. So we can't really get him to any good skies right now. Do we still have that thing that added a lot of moth? The skin shock meat. So we could open that door with that. Right? Any of the other things require moth right now? Because if not, then I'm just gonna use the moth to open that door. But if there is another... Okay, there is another moth thing. That's a moth 7. So we'd have to talk to someone. But we have 2 of those things. If we have... Right. So... Yeah, okay. I'm fine with using one of those to open this room. So let's do that. Oh, it's late. Right, let's... Wait, it's just midday. It's midday late. Man, okay. I'm just not gonna bother today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow is a good day for doing things like that. Today I just want to focus on the Twin Serpent Tantra. Right. So, and I still don't... Okay, maybe this symbol shows which is first. Because it's just feeling... Because I'm reading and I've read. Kind of makes me think, well, which one is the thing that happens first and which is the thing that happens last? Because we've already read the entire book. We're not reading anymore. So it's I'm reading the thing that's happening while we're reading, and I've read what's after we read. Okay, it's just a mechanical thing that I need to also keep an eye on that I haven't been keeping an eye on at all. The Tantra describes the Great Hooded Princes, a dynasty of unclear origin, engaged in prayers, sacrifices, and poetry in honor of the Key Serpent, the Crossroad Twins, and the Mirror Queen. Nagi encircles. Nagi arises from wounds. Nagi spares those who are already harmed. The Great Hooded Princes are described as having escaped from the history of their death to a history where they yet live. The text claims that there are now 108 of them, but in one of many instances of twinnedness, before they crossed from their death chronicles, there were only 54. Right, so we got another memory of a pattern and a lesson of edicts liminal. Right on. So, first of all, that book... I should probably always, when I take books, just put them in my inventory first, so they'll come there when I read them. Knock 2 memory, we already have a Knock 2 memory of the pattern over here, so we don't need this memory to be in our good memories room, so we'll just put that in the room of the already read books that we don't really know about that much, because we didn't put them in the right spots. And then the Edict's Liminal Lessons. So they are Knock and Moth. And is Edict's Liminal actually our Moth skill? Okay. Gotta say, the way this lighting up of cards works, it doesn't quite work when they are all like in this formation here. I'm not sure at all which skills are actually lighting up right now. Like, it works fine for weaving and not working here. but not really for the other things. Yeah, okay, so Moth. Edict Liminal Moth 2. Things of Revelation Moth 2 as well. Weaving and Crossing Moth 2. Okay, now. Forge. Well, our Forge is... it is in Mandaic, which is a 3. It's in Pyroglyphics as well, it's also a 3 in there. Now, this is like the decision on what skill to upgrade. Because it feels like, well, I'm gonna upgrade Edict's Liminal with this, but we already have better knock here, and we have better Moth in other things, so... There are no Moth memories. Okay, that's the thing that I have learned. There are no Moth memories, or we haven't found any Moth memories yet. Okay, if we were to upgrade the Inks of Revelation, we'd need 2 things of understanding, and that would mean Moth. Okay, so there is no Moth thing. That I've already discussed. So 2 Lantern memories. Well, the only Lantern memory I know for sure is Revelation, so that won't help us. I mean, we could use both of the lessons for that, but that doesn't feel like a good thing. So, okay, Moth things hard to upgrade. Okay, how many heart? We need 2 heart memories. Okay, what are heart memories? Well, I can only find 1 heart memory in Satisfaction from my notes as well, so that's not gonna really do it. Okay, a strange thing I just noticed, which is this skill here, Solution and Separations, has Knock and Moth. Edict's Liminal has Knock and Moth. And they're also in the same order, so that Knock is smaller and Moth is larger. So this goes to Skullicosophy, which this does as well. So Skullicosophy and Nyctdrummy. So we've already committed this to Skullicosophy. Whoa, because now that makes me think that the 49 skills that I was thinking about, maybe that's not even true. Or wait. So there are, there are 12 aspects, I think. If there were... Okay, yeah. Why would I think that there's only 49 skills? Because if there's 12 aspects and we can have skills like aspect 1, aspect 2, that already tells us there is over a... that's 12 times 11 is 132 possible skills. And if they still have the... there's the possibility that they have the exact same skills, but just different wisdoms, and it's not even that they have completely different wisdoms, because they're part of the same wisdom. There's a possibility for quite a lot of skills. So yeah, most definitely the idea of getting us like a lot of different skills feels like that's not the way to go. Still haven't figured out what to increase with our Edict's Liminal here, though. Okay, so we're just gonna grab one of our Moth things. So, Solution Separation says Moth 3. And it uses the exact... well, wait. Edict's Liminal hasn't been linked to anything yet, so we'll just use the Edict's Liminal. Yeah, we'll put that in here, we'll use that, we'll use the memory of a pattern, we'll use some Tryst. Get that happening, and of course still need to figure out what am I gonna do with the other one. And I might just try to upgrade this again. Okay, there are no Moth memories, right. And are there any other knock memories? Well, there is the secret. That's a knock memory as well, right? A sudden secret, or what, a stolen secret? Yeah, that's a knock memory as well. And I'm pretty sure I remember getting that from my book just a couple of hours ago. Not hours, the episode was what I was trying to say. Yes, the Gospel of Zacchaeus has a stolen secret. Wait. The Gospel of Zacchaeus. What is the stolen secret? It is Knock and Moon. Right, so this is why I have this here. Okay, so this makes thing, if I try to remember things, quite hard. But yeah, we read this. Sure, use that soul. And we read this. It's the fast soul. And that will give us the memories that will allow us... Where did you come from? Where were you? You were supposed to be here, because you're... Actually, you're a sky moon rose thing, right? So we should maybe put the rose to your edge. Put you here. No, but one of these is edge and moon. Okay, they can't really try to do what I'm trying to do here right now. It's not going to work. Just gotta remember that... What? Whoa, why do I need to remember? I can just, like, make a diagram and write on that diagram where is whichever, and that's just gonna make life so much easier for me once again. Oh. Like paper, pen and paper, best things ever. You can just do things, make things easy. Okay, so now with those and with our edicts liminal, lesson there, a couple of... But the old wound probably... Okay, it doesn't... But it does have... It has moon. Oh, right, so we know how to get the old wound. That's also as... Ooh, that's actually very good things. Ooh. Okay, a new day dawns. That's also very good. So, our edicts liminal are there. Huh, what are we going to do today? I was thinking about getting a person, feed them the moth thing, and open this room. Right, and I think that's what we're gonna do today. Feels kinda maybe wasteful, but kinda maybe not. Because it's the thing that if I just open a door with a one-time use item, the door is one-time used as well, so it doesn't really matter. How big is this feather supposed to be? Probably pretty massive since I can't drop it there. Can I drop it anywhere? Can I put it there? Okay, yeah. It's a pretty big, yeah, pretty big. Okay, let's go grab ourselves a little bit of Denzel. Denzel. Good morning, Denzel. It's also snowing today, which means sky and winter. Well, that's not what we're gonna be doing. No, giving you sky or winter wouldn't help at all. So we're just gonna give you that drink to drink, and then we're gonna think if there are any books that would want to open with the help of it snowing. Which was Winter and Sky. These do not look like Winter and Sky books. No. But the Forge 8 feels like it might be doable. Okay, Forge 3, right, 3 is our highest, so we're gonna get to 5 and 7 with a memory. Which I wonder if I've been smart enough to already put the foresight in here, but probably not. Well, we'll just have Denzel do his things and check out this room. Okay, Denzel, come out. Go in, do your thing. Okay, so what? Oh, we got some new books. Oh, that's lovely, because it might mean that more easy to read books lead to more easy to increase skills, and everything is good. Oh, this is a clock. A brazen clock. It's not immediately apparent that this clock lacks hands, although when wounded, it dutifully ticks. Oh, that's... Oh man, now I want one of these in my room, just like a clock that doesn't actually even have... That kind of looks like it has hands, because it has these things that are pointing things, but doesn't actually have hands. Oh. So this is Motley Tower Dispensary. This room may originally have served as a working dispensary, but some, at least of its more eccentric fittings, were added by Christopher Illapoli in his time here. By that point he had severed ties with his adoptive father. He'd been using the Illapoli name for years and had no access to his Strathcoin fortune, but traveling at night had sold surprisingly well, much better than his poetry, and he had a little money of his own by then, enough to indulge his preferences. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a dispensary, a well-appointed laboratory for a scholar of unconventional therapies. So, yeah, clearly this game has, like, if you want to do this kind of things, there's a lot of things for you to do, but... And probably if you want to be good, you gotta learn how to do those things, but the amount of different, like, these skill tables we've had here... Maybe I should just be really thinking that all of them as just parts, like, as verbs that are as part of us as these are, and we should be using all of them all the time. Yeah. Yeah, probably not. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have a wolf snow ample. Far too cold ever to melt in anything but the hottest noonday sun. It will very gradually consume human flesh. It's winter 4. We got catwing. The smell of catwing puts off vermin, but it's very difficult to read in sunlight. An ink of containment. Moon 2, scale 2. We get actual scales here. Spice scales. Redolent of decades of quaint passage. Okay, some grail. I'm pretty sure there is a glass. Okay, let's grab that away from... There is a glass of wine here of Domaine Ravelin. We've seen that before. That was and this thing was a cucurbit beret, a vessel with an ambiguous history. A little bit of edge there. Can I not put it back in here? I took it from here. Why can I not put it back in here? Well, can I put it? Okay, I can put it on one of those things. We have Sly Alembic, a cheeky decanter of wine fortified with unusual influences. We got, ooh, good heart and grail for a beverage. We have a serpent-styled glass, card snakes right down the frame, a prominent inscription reads, "To the Librarian Gervinus in earnest of our wager." Here we have Lethe Lees, dark aftermath of a dark drink. Grail moth nectar scale. And some Lethe. Okay, so I assume this is Lethe Lees, dark aftermath of a dark drink. We got Lethe, a dark and syrupy liquor favored in unnamed forest villages. The tongue and the eye, and now we begin. Forget your name, forget your skin. I think it has half. This thing has half of the aspects of this, so this isn't just. Yes, this is okay. This is a beverage. Not something we can make in the smaller beverages. This would have grail. Ooh, moth 4. So kind of means that we just use a thing with moth to get in here, and we find a thing with almost as much moth. So that's good. 2 nectar and scale as well. A glass finger toxin. What is within without? What is without within? A poison sacred to the votaries of the Many-Skate. 2 forge, 4 knock, 2 lantern. An iotic essence. In the later operations of the forge, the Madrigad yields to the True Forge of Days, and the essence begins to redden. The bit about the True Forge of Days nearly got her burned for heresy, but no one ever said she was wrong about the second part. Who? Okay, we got a Scaptodon Fang. It is rare for the lionsmiths to make Scaptodons now, but they are difficult to kill, and they live a very long time. We have Desiccated Witchworms. Nasty little things, but almost safe when they're this dead. We have a chalice of Lambig Broseliende, distilled from apples in the oldest forest of the western continent. That's a little bit of nectar there. We have Thyrsus cordials. Separately, each is undrinkable, but mix them and they're only undrinkable after 15 minutes. Right, some moth and nectar. The Ichor Aurora. No dawn knows only a single color. No skies knows only a single dawn. 4 lantern. Is this edible? No, this is a pigment. 4 lantern and rose. We got mortar and pestle. Crush! Right, that is a tool. Nectar forge. Right, and then we have some more Lethe here. Okay, oh, did we check out this other side? No, we did not. Here we got a cranial tchotchke, and we have a glinting cranial tchotchke. They are, oh, they have different aspects. Interesting. We have shears of the Sisterhood, black iron shears marked with the Sisterhood's triple knot. So, of course, moth things, because they're Sisterhood of, well, the Sisterhood of the knot is a moth thing. Oh, that's not what. So we got a viper egg, a serpent in waiting. We have ichor vitreous, a pale and watchful fluid that can be gathered sometimes when the door in the eye is opened. We have Westcott's compounds that we have seen before, I think. Maybe we created those. We have a snoodle jar, useful for calcination, purification, alteration, invaluable for snoodlery. Looks kind of like a bong, but not quite. We got some tangle brag, a cloud of wood, leaves and feathers that might draw the attention of the entity called a nutwing nut. Right, and we have some January sanguinary, also called a sangui saltandis, or by the ignorantly superstitious, true blood of Saint Januarius. And we have bitter black salts, bitter as chicory, dark as secrets, but the first rung of the traditional alchemical ascent. And over them we have the Motley Tower 3rd floor. The theoplasmic miasma that hung around the room below is a little stronger here and a little different, with a rotten, musky scent that suggests a decaying reptile house. Perhaps something layered here after the inhabitants departed. Perhaps the inhabitants dreamed unwisely. In any case, the right counter-influences will dispel it. Needs heart 6 or sky 6. But hey, I think this episode has been going on for long enough, so we're gonna put a cut in here and continue with this in the next one. I'm Carp. This has been Book of Hours. Goodbye, world. Thanks for watching. See you next time.